Hey guys, hope you had a good Christmas. I apologize for my voice. I'm sick and I don't usually film when I'm sick, but what I've got to tell you is time sensitive. Lots to talk about, and I want to keep this video under 5 minutes, so let's get the information out quickly. Firstly, I just saw that this got posted in my comment section about a month ago. I wanted to get your thoughts on this. I don't know if anyone in my audience watches these guys. I've heard of them, but I've never seen their show. I'm like vaguely aware that it's like alpha bro kind of stuff, whereas my content's more like pro relationships, find high quality women. So I was just hoping you guys could give me some feedback. Do you think a conversation with them is worthwhile? As a default, I tend to just say no to most of the interview requests that I get because I'm happy doing my own thing, but these guys have like a pretty big audience, so it's tempting. So please help me out. What is your guys' opinions on Fresh and Fit? Is a conversation with them worthwhile? Are there any controversies about these guys that I should know about? Like, is it safer to just not associate with them? Do they tend to be like good faith interviewers? Anyway, any thoughts on this? I'd really appreciate it. By the way, as a quick aside on the subject of accepting interviews, I was actually asked to be on the Dr. Phil show a few months back. I really wanted to do it. They were doing an episode on female teachers turning to OnlyFans to supplement their incomes. And I have heaps of opinions about that. So we went back and forth, did a bunch of the pre-interview stuff, but in the end they decided they didn't want to do anything over Zoom, and me being in Australia, it just didn't work out. I was so bummed about that, but the producers said that they loved me and they want to get me on a future episode. So fingers crossed, one day you'll see me on Dr. Phil. Also, regarding Andrew Tate, I have finished uploading my series on him. My final conclusive thoughts have been posted as a Patreon video. That's my personal feelings about him as a person, my advice to him as a strategy moving forward, the degree to which our values align, whether or not it would be worthwhile ever doing an interview with him. It contains everything. So if you enjoyed the Andrew Tate series and you want to see it through to your conclusion, you can do that on Patreon. A bit of a spoiler alert, I really did not enjoy posting those videos for the Andrew Tate series. I thought that I would because I had so much fun making them. I found it really interesting, really exciting creating the videos, but then actually posting them, I hated. A large part of me regrets doing it in the first place. Some aspects of it have just really bummed me out, and I'm still in the process of trying to turn like that sadness into something positive. I go into more detail in the Patreon video, but I'm being honest about it because I am seeking some feedback on this one as well. Did you guys enjoy it? Like, if you liked it, please tell me. I could probably use the positive reinforcement. But if you didn't like it or didn't want to watch it, please tell me that too. Like, it's all valuable data for me. I've been talking about it with the people on my Patreon community, and that's been really useful. Wheat Waffles has also been on my Patreon. I know that some of you guys are really into the looks and the black pill stuff and are curious to know how my worldview intersects with that. So go onto my Patreon and you'll see a couple of Wheat Waffles videos. I didn't promote these during the uploading of the Andrew Tate series because I just wanted the focus to be on that. But there's a video on the importance of social proof and also advice on when to communicate sexual interest to a woman. And I have 2 more collaborations with Wheat Waffles coming out on my Patreon very soon. One is about the specific area that women can actually give really good advice to men with regards to dating. And another is a fascinating video on whether or not women actually prefer to be judged on their looks rather than their character, which is the perfect topic to discuss with Wheat Waffles. So those videos will be released soon. They're going to be exclusive to Patreon, and that's actually the only content I'm going to be posting for a little while. I just want to give myself a break over New Year's and spend some time with my family, just not do any work. So sorry about that. If you're craving new Alexander Grace content, you have to head over to Patreon, but I promise I'll be back in the new year, full force, ready to go. However, full disclosure, the price of my Patreon is increasing for new members from $5 up to $7. That does not affect existing patrons, just new people signing up. The reason for the price increase is not because my Patreon's better value than it's ever been, though that is true because every week I post new videos, so over time the value gets better and better. But mostly it's just because of inflation. Like, I've had Patreon for years and I've never really increased the price from $5, but $5 now doesn't buy what $5 used to buy. Kind of sucks. I liked that $5 like clean number, but the cost of living's gone up, and so I'm adjusting. Some good news though, I've said that this only applies to new patrons, not to existing patrons. And so if you're already a member of my Patreon community, lucky you, you've locked in at the $5 price, and that's not going to increase. You can just stay at that price forever. And I also feel bad. I don't like to like spring price increases on anybody. And so I'm not going to institute that change until the new year. That gives you a couple of days. If you want to be watching my Patreon videos over the new year, you want to get in that cheap price, go over and sign right now, and then forever you've got it locked in at $5. Just make sure you do it before January 1st. Also, if you're one of those guys who sets New Year's resolution goals, like you want to start the year fresh and inspired, and you're a bit bummed out that I'm not going to be releasing any new content over that period, I really recommend doing my course, 100 Sides of Women, if you haven't done that yet. If your goal is to master relationships, gender dynamics, female psychology, this course will help you do that. The feedback you guys have given me about this course is so so overwhelmingly positive. So many of you have signed up. I'm so grateful. I'm so pleased with myself that I put as much effort into something and it's being received as positively as it is. The video content is 6.5 hours. It probably takes twice that amount of time to actually complete the course. And so if you got some spare time over New Year's, this might be the perfect opportunity. And because I'm feeling a little bit bad about the Patreon increase, I'm going to give you guys a late Christmas gift. I'll knock $10 off the price just until New Year's for the course. It's just a temporary price reduction. It's usually $50, but I'll put it for $40. But remember though, price really isn't that important because I offer a 100% money back guarantee. Like if you do the course and you're like, no, it didn't suit me, it wasn't what I wanted, no problems. I give you your money back, no questions asked. And if you're still not sure because you don't know if you're gonna like the format, there's a free trial video so you can try it before you buy. I'll put a link down below to the video that explains the course and answers all of your questions. But I have one more gift to give you. I'm glad you're still watching the video. This one took me ages to make. I know that a lot of you guys get frustrated at like my clickbaity titles and just the general sort of clickbaitiness of YouTube in general, where everything's so vague. You don't really know the specifics of what you're going to get. That annoys me. So I spent a bunch of time last week updating the list that I have of every single one of my videos with super accurate titles broken down into categories. The list is on my Patreon, but it's 100% free to access. It's available to everybody. But if you have a question about female attraction, you just scroll down to there and you can find all of my videos on that specific topic. There's a bunch of categories. There's dating tips, masculinity, sex, female psychology. I felt like this was the perfect time to update this list because while you're waiting for new content to come out, you can always just go back through my old videos, find topics that really interest you and watch those. So that's it. I'm pretty excited for 2023. I got some cool stuff planned and I hope you'll join me. I want to thank you guys for an awesome 2022. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for giving me the best career ever. My work is incredibly rewarding. I love helping people. I'll still be answering Hey Hero requests over New Year's. But yep, that's it for me. I'll see you in the new year.